Let's talk about serious stuff. You're headlining the Magnificent Seven on December the 7th. How are you doing? How's training going?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Training's going well. I just came from training before I came here, so I'm in a good place right now, and I can't wait for it. I'm looking forward to it.
What does the next 12 months look like for you?
Well, it starts December 7th. I got to get, Brad Paul's out the way first and, come back with a victory, and then we can see what's going on. But the next 12 months, I would like a world title shot, or being God willing that I get through December the 7th, victorious.
I love your attitude towards boxing, and we're talking about this. Simon's been talking about it a lot about the best fighting the best, and we don't see that enough these days. But your attitude is you are that guy, aren't you? You go in there, you want to fight the best. You had the Nathan Heaney one, the Yanabek fight. You went out there, and you took your opportunity. You take your chance. That's what boxing should be all about. And you're doing it again here. Magnificent Seven against Brad Pauls, who he's coming off a good victory himself, tough guy. And you go, yeah, let's get it on. Instead of trying to protect what I'm doing and protect my career and manoeuvre myself wherever, you're trying to fight your way there.
Yeah, I mean...
that's good for the fan.
Yeah, I'm happy that the fans enjoy that and, you guys enjoy it as well. But I think I'm like that because my route into boxing was different. I didn't come into boxing like it's just a plan. My dad brought me or my parents brought me in and this is the route we're going to take if you turn professional. I just stumbled across it, turned professional, like, let's see how it goes. And I've been successful fighting my way to where I am now. Whereas everyone else has their own little, reasons as to why they navigate through the stage. I just enjoy fighting. I like it. I'm happy when I'm competing. And like I said, I just want to be in real fights.
How much of it was a rebuild for you after losing to Nathan Heaney?
Mentally, it was quite hard. But of course, the stories that the birth of my son and all that stuff. So when I went home and spent a bit of time with my son, I'd forgotten I lost to Heaney, in all honesty. I'd just I'm living life, I'm with my son, whatever, my family, and I'm away from boxing, whatever. And then when I step back into boxing, then I kind of realised, oh, my days are still there. Like, it's real. And getting back there, I just knew I needed a good fight so I can perform to the level I know I can perform at. And then obviously I got that.
That's one of the qualities you've got, though, that you don't allow emotions to take over with you. And so too many boxers are too sensitive and too emotional these days, and that plays a part in their performance because of those emotions and the sensitivity surrounding it. You're not that guy. You go away and you go, I had a birth of my baby, I forgot about it. Bang, I'll come back. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. You've come through this system where you go, you had to fight to get to where you want to get to. Yeah. And because you've been developed as that, and it's a military thing, boxing's so military, you're now like, no, just give me him, anyone. Like, I'm not worried about, whereas other fighters are too busy protecting certain areas of their game.
They're scared.
Yeah, but that's because they've not got the self-belief that you have.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And I just feel like a lot of fighters are scared, the whole undefeated thing, build your record. And I'll be honest, promoters don't really help with that neither, because if you lose, you get dashed to the back of the queue, so nobody wants to lose. So if you're putting me into a hard fight and I know I might lose this and this might be, my last payday for a long time, I'm going to say, no, I don't want that. I'm going to use my benefits. I can sell at this arena, I can do this and that. I've got a good following, I've got a good, backing and that, so I want to go this route so we can keep building me. And that's why fighters don't take fights.
You're the proof, though, that you lose a fight and there is still a future there. Like, you're still doing it now. Simon's, said there, underlined it there, the Magnificent Seven, you're topping that show. Yeah. Good undercard, good fighters on that undercard. Yeah. So you're proof that it's not always about that, it's more about, getting credibility through fighting the people.
Where are you on, when Frank has regularly said, since Eubank Jr. stepped back into the fold, that he should be fighting either you or Hamzah Sheeraz. Where are you on that? Where are you on Eubank as a fighter? And where are you on wanting to fight him?
I'd love to fight Eubank. I remember early when I turned over, I was speaking to my brother and my cousin and family, and I say, one day I'm gonna fight that guy. And they're like, oh, take your time. I'm saying, I'm not today, but eventually I'll get to that level where I can fight him. And I'd love to fight him at his best, but right now it's clear to see that he is, on a decline. And I think that's
is it character or the name, though, that you want to fight? I'm interested to see that.
What do you mean by character?
Is it Chris Eubank the person, or is it the name that you want to fight?
It's the name. It's the name, I guess. It's the name. I mean, him as a person doesn't really bother me. I don't really take too much into people because I know a lot of things are just for the cameras and stuff. I've never met him personally. I don't know him personally, and I'll never attack his character personally. But that name, Chris Eubank Jr., the son of a legend, someone that's a big name in the UK. He's a big figure. He's considered #1, mostly because of his name and less of what he's done. Because in boxing, he hasn't done any more than I have. We've both been a British champion, both fought for world titles and lost. I mean, he hasn't really done anything. Apart from make more money, he's made more money.
Do you think he's a world level fighter?
Not right now. I think he's missed his best years. I think he had his chance and he's missed.
So on that basis, given you're in a business of winning fights, making money and being successful, is it simply if the opportunity to fight Eubank Jr. came along, it would really just be a commercial decision for you rather than a progressive decision, or do you think it will be a profile stealer as well?
I think it will be a bit of both. I mean, progressively, it will show everyone to the level I'm on. Oh, he beat Chris Eubank Jr. Maybe he can be one level because the public are easy to fool without being disrespectful. Chris Eubank's out here talking like he's the best thing since sliced bread. He thinks he can beat Canelo and he can beat these guys, and he's had world title shots that he hasn't taken because it doesn't generate as much money. He's not a world level fighter in my eyes, but I know if I can get in there and beat him, to everyone else in the country,
it elevates you a lot.
It elevates me.
Love it or hate it, having Chris Eubank Jr.'s name on your CV, it gives you massive
100%.
profile.
It's useful.
100%.
The rumour is that Hamzah Sheeraz is going to get a world title shot in the February Riyadh card. Not known against who just yet. Difficult for you to answer because he's a rival in your division, but do you think he's ready for a world title shot?
Look, he's put himself in position. He's ranked number 1 with about 2 or 3 governing bodies. So, I mean, you have to take it. If he's a fighter and, you know, he is who he says he is or who everyone else says he is, then yeah, he's ready. I mean, if you're good enough, you're old enough, as they say. So I'm not going to start saying he's not ready, he's not this and that. He's put himself in position. He's number 1 WO, number 1 WBC, for as far as I know. You can't not be ready.
What do you think of him?
I think he's definitely ready. I think that you look at him, you look at the development. And listen, boxing has that history as well of going where you look at, like you say, Liam Williams. You look at those fights and going, but Liam was past his best. Well, that's what boxing is. You know, when you get to that stage with certain fighters or whatever, but it's all about the development and knowing when the time is right. And for me, I think Hamzah taking himself away, training in the States and everything else, he's developed himself as a person as well. And I think that yes, he is ready for a world title shot.
What do you think of him as a fighter? I mean, are you able to be objective about a rival?
Yeah, no, 100%. He's a good fighter. He's an improving fighter, and I feel like he's getting better, you know, every time he steps in the ring. Like we shared the ring years ago, he was quite young, so it's like from what I experienced in the ring with him then to what I'm seeing now, I can see the development and how better he's getting. So look, he's making good progress, and it's good for him. I mean, I'm no hater. I'm not going to start saying, he's not good or not. He is a good fighter. But
so just circling back to you for a second, if and when you do a significant job on December the 7th, have you got definite plans in your mind as to getting another tilt at a world title shot, and how quickly do you think that can happen?
I think that can happen quite quickly next year, maybe the first quarter of the new year, because I'm ranked number 2 at the WBO.
Right.
Hamzah's ranked number 1. Depending on what he does, February 22nd, he may go another route. Then I'll be pushed to number 1, and then hopefully I can become mandatory for world title. So I think I'm right there. It's just about, you know, just not making any more mistakes. I think I've made enough already.
Doing your job on December 7th.
Do you think that you could beat him to a world title?
Who, Hamzah?
Yeah, as in like opportunity. You say like you're on the cusp now. He's on the cusp. Depending on what happens with you both. But what I'm saying is, you feel that your time is ready as well. You come through this fight, you'll be looking for that world title. Do you think it? And it's a case of then you two, one of you win it, you get it on.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's meant to have a world title shot February 22nd.
Yeah,
I've heard. So he's obviously going to beat me to it. But if he doesn't take that, then I think I can probably get on before him, and that just means that's his own fault for trying to swerve and find a route to get one. Me, I don't really care. I want the accolade. I want to be able to.
But if he won a world title before you, you would be quite happy to go in against him.
Oh, not 100%. I've been happy to go in against him he was mandatory for my British at the time, and they moved on and went another way, and now I was mandatory for his European. Obviously now I'm fighting Brad Pauls, and it just hasn't been able to happen. But the fight got put to me 3 years ago, and I said yes. I've said yes ever since. So I feel like I'm just chasing my tail around trying to get this guy that's not interested in, you know, fighting with me. So I know for the sake of, you know, interviews and stuff, I got to answer these questions, but I don't think I'm somebody who wants to fight. But when he gets a world title, when he has to have defences and stuff, then maybe he'll be more open to it. Or if I get a world title and I have to defend it against him, then he may be more open to it.